Yeah, what's good? What's popping? What's going on? It's me, your girl, Miss Tempz. Guess what? I'm back for episode 2 of Industry Insider. Big up to everybody that locked into the first episode. Big up to those that shared it. Big up to those that subscribed to the channel. Make sure you go on my channel. Make sure you go on the channel and subscribe. Like and comment. Let me know what you thought about the first episode. I've been getting a lot of feedback. It's been constructive. It's been a good look. So big up to everybody. On YouTube, hit Industry Insider, type in Miss Tempz, and then subscribe to the channel. Feel no way about commenting as well. That's what it's all about. It's about you guys getting interactive with me, sharing your opinions on some of the topics and the subjects that I'm covering in Industry Insider. Literally, guys, there's so much going on in the industry this week. MAJAH being one of them that's been out there. As you know, Jacure has been another one that's been hot in the industry this week. I'm going to be covering them, so make sure you stay locked to Industry Insider. On the show, we have got lots, especially an interview with the singer Aleghcia Scott.
Bad lover, and he loves too bad for me, too bad for me. Blessed love, this is Aleghcia Scott. Tune in to the Industry Insider. I'm going to be doing a live interview with the one and only bad girl, Miss Tempz. See you there.
Guys, this week it has been crazy on social media when it comes to females, and not particularly in a good light, I must say. It's a bad thing, but at the minute the industry is a tricky place to be. You know what I mean? You got to know yourself. So anyway, there's been a lot of kind of heat. Videos are being dropped on social media, and it's caused a lot of controversy. It's caused for other people to do response videos and things like that to justify their side of things.
All this week across social media, Jacure has been trending on every social platform, and it's only been about one thing. It hasn't been about any new releases, there's an album, his music, a video. Nah, it's all been about him allegedly paying for women's services that he was unhappy with. So people, it wasn't a good week for Jacure. He has been in social media because of a video that started to surface of allegedly Jacure cussing about services he was supposed to pay for, or you know, just kind of something went wrong. Allegedly, there are women in the background that you can hear kind of talking about the situation, payments, how to make them, blah, blah, blah. It's supposed to be Jacure in the video, but like I said, you can't actually see anybody in the video. You can only hear voices. Jacure is supposedly supposed to be fuming about the situation. Naturally, wouldn't you? You know? You talk all the talk, and then next 2 twos, this comes out, and it's kind of like, oh, it's not a good look, bruv. You better drop something hot, like ASAP. It's been flying around social media all this week about Jacure. So, Industry Insider, we thought we would give you a little bit of a highlight. I'm going to show you a little clip of the video. It isn't the full video, and it is of a slight sensitive nature. If you do want to check out the full video, you're going to have to go and seek that out across social media and make your own assumptions yourself. This is me highlighting something that's been out there. This isn't me saying this is what it is or this is what it isn't. This is me giving you just some clips and some highlights about bits and bobs, what's happening across social media. And this week, it's all about Jacure.
See, I'm going to tell you so no problem. You know much woman who could have spent them taking upon and enjoy myself and then so much trouble to give me. First thing we do this with the night, go out and buckle at the beach and left me. And build up a story for me. You know this thing, you know, I'll beat me to read the 200 levels in the air. So
that was just a little clip. You need to go and check out the full video so you can get the full kind of vibe of what it is. But there's so much cussing and cursing. It's like, I didn't want to show the full video. I want you guys to go and seek that out. All I'm going to say is, if you are in the limelight, if you are a star, if you are a celebrity, if you're up there, if you know what I mean, make sure you check yourself. It's not everybody that you can trust. You know what I mean? In fact, it's hardly anyone you can trust. especially with social media, capturing videos, these kind of things. It's on top. So this is a prime example of where we're at with social media right now. There's no kind of barriers, or there's no kind of respect levels when it comes to what other people feel they can put out about you, somebody else, whatever else. So yeah, I guess this is like going to be hopefully a big learning curve for everybody. I hope you enjoyed that section of Hot Topic here with me, your girl, Miss Tempz, on Industry Insider. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, get involved in the chat. That's what it's all about.
So guys, what's your opinion then on that video? Did you see enough to kind of grasp? I doubt very much. So you're going to have to definitely go on social media, seek out some of those videos and piece the whole thing together. Remember, it's all about Industry Insider giving you the hottest news and reviews. So make sure you lock in every single week on a Sunday with me, your girl, Miss Tempz. So all the big banter's going down. You get me?
Next on Hot Topic, MAJAH hype. His ex-girlfriend came out making allegations of things that happened in their relationship whilst she was with MAJAH hype. This had a lot of people talking about the situation, given the fact that this is somebody who has just come out, and with the allegations that are so strong against somebody, was difficult for people not to want to either see the video, know a little bit more about it. I mean, MAJAH hype, as you should already know, is a comedian who has got a massive following. His Instagram's got over 1 million people on there, and a lot of the fans would be female. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a clip of his girlfriend talking about some of the things. I'm not going to play the whole video, guys. Yeah, I'm just literally going to play some clips of it.
A whole lifetime, and I've been keeping it a secret for a long time, hiding.
On a serious note, if there are people affected by this video or need some general advice, make sure you do go out there and seek out those services. They are there. Now, MAJAH hype took to his Instagram for over an hour just a few days ago to respond to the video that came out about him from his ex-girlfriend, and he had a lot to say. There was a lot of pictures, there was a lot of graphic stuff, there was a lot of, kind of him supposedly, again, because these are all allegations, even though people can bring up photos on their phone, etc. It's still kind of tricky to know what is true and what's fake. But he did put out some photos of her allegedly cheating, etc., and things like that.
I want to say thank you to everyone who has been supportive in this challenging time. Second thing I want to say is that I apologize to all of the women that has been affected by this situation. This situation is a really tough situation. A really serious situation, and allegations that has been bestowed upon me.
It just got serious. The industry right now is a madness. It's in a absolute crazy state. People I know that have kind of been nowhere have risen. People I know that's risen ain't been going on with much and has fallen. It's like that weird state of a game right now where people really and truly have to prove themselves in the quarantine and not just hope for the best when it's over.
Industry Insider's spotlight this week is on Jay-Z. Big up man like Jay-Z celebrating his 51st birthday on December the 4th. Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, turns 51. Jay-Z is one of the world's best-selling music artists with over 50 million albums and 75 million singles sold worldwide. He's won a total of 22 Grammy Awards. So happy birthday to Jay-Z. I doubt very much there is anybody out there that's never heard of Jay-Z, never heard a verse, an album, his influence. He has been instrumental in hip-hop, in rap music, across the world. He's a bad lover and he loves too bad for me, too bad for me. Blessed love, this is Aleghcia Scott. Tune in to the Industry Insider. I'm going to be doing a live interview with the one and only bad girl, Miss Tempz. See you there.
Thank you to everybody that's locked into the Industry Insider show today. Much love and respect. If you're somebody that's enthusiastic and you want to join the team, you like what Industry Insider is about, then holler at us. We're here to support, and we definitely want enthusiastic people to join the team. Big up to everybody that's taken the time to watch this video, liked, disliked, commented, shared. But most importantly, guys, don't forget, you need to go and subscribe to the channel.
Industry Insider show with me, your girl, Miss Tempz. I have got Aleghcia Scott.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very, very well.
Good.
Thank you for coming on Industry Insider and having an interview with Miss Tempz. And also, guys, what you should have seen before this interview is Aleghcia's video that I have been promoting for her to come on, which is absolutely insane. It just goes to show you the level. So across the show, you guys are going to get to know a little bit more about Aleghcia Scott and what she's all about and her music career and journey so far in the music industry. So Aleghcia, do you want to tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Aleghcia Scott. I was born in Cardiff. My parents are Welsh and Jamaican. And I've been a full-time artist for almost 6 years now. So I predominantly do reggae with a little bit of a dash of other things. But yeah, reggae is my home. That's mostly what I do.
Cool. I would say you're quite unique in this day and age, especially around the reggae things that you're doing. To be a young female, there isn't many that, especially when it comes to, you know, more lovers rock side of things, or just that more genuine type of reggae that I've kind of heard from your stuff. So tell me a little bit about kind of like what inspires you.
I think the inspiration to do the music I do, it's kind of a natural thing, really. So my household is massive on music and predominantly reggae. So I grew up listening to lovers and from both British and Jamaican artists.
Right.
And I grew up listening to a lot of like Sanchez, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I just think naturally that's just what I absorbed, and it's just what I love. But to sing, first of all, I've been singing like on the stage since I was about 7, but really around where I was and where I was doing music at the time, only really kind of like R&B and hip hop was kind of accessible.
Right.
Until I got to about 18, and then I started traveling to different studios in London and working with different musicians. And naturally then reggae was what I was singing, because it was always what I was listening to.
Right.
But I just didn't have kind of the access to sing it. But yeah, so since I was about 18, really, I've been just predominantly doing reggae, because it was just, I found ways to be able to sing it.
Right. So do you think now, with what you were saying about, like, you know, your family enjoying reggae music, was it just the natural transition? Because when I actually first, you know, kind of come across you as an artist, I think at that point you might have been singing R&B or soul. And
Probably.
and then I've kind of seen you almost like blossom into like this wonderful reggae singer, and it's really inspiring actually, because it's not as if you can't sing. Like, you seem to be naturally gifted at singing.
I think, like, to listen to, I've always listened to mostly reggae. So I listened to other stuff as well, but that was always what I listened to. So it was always what I loved.
Right.
But like growing up, so I started like singing properly, I'd say, like in youth club and stuff. And around that time was maybe like the boys would do like grime tracks and I'd do the choruses.
Okay.
So then that was really what was like available to me, like a little bit of R&B as well. So as I'd listen to reggae, but to sing, I kind of only really had access to R&B, hip hop, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Until, like I said, I started going to London and traveling to different studios, and then I'd come across people who were also working on reggae. So then that was fine for me then to be able to do that, because that's what I wanted to sing, but
Okay.
it just wasn't available for me to sing.
Right. Okay. With you mentioning about kind of like coming up on grind, because a lot of kind of singers, you know, they do the hooks, the choruses, you know, they learn through that sort of phase within their career.
Yeah.
What is it like in Wales for music in general?
So right now, the music scene in Wales is huge.
Wow.
So we've got, I know there's an artist called Mace whose playlist had done 1Extra last week or the week before. There's an artist called Local, and he's done songs with JK and songs on his own as well. That's called Film Quest, and they've done like Fire in the Booth and all those kind of things. And I think for a long time people looked away from Wales and didn't really think we had much like going on. But honestly, the music scene here is massive now. There's so much going on.
Okay. Has it been tough through COVID for you as an artist?
It has, but in different ways. So I was full-time performing maybe 4 or 5 times a week, different cities, different countries, and that's kind of completely stopped.
Right.
But what I have been able to do that I didn't really do before is connect in different ways. So like how me and you are having this right now, maybe before we wouldn't have been able to do that. We've always like had a connection, but like things like this, I've just had access to more information, so I've tried to learn a bit more like the business side that I didn't really have time to really like check on. So it's been definitely some pros and some cons, but I am missing live music so bad.
That was going to be my next question. Like, literally, are you missing performing?
So bad, so bad.
Because you seem to perform a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think in almost 6 years I've only had like full 1 week off.
Right.
And it's times it's been more than a week, is because I've been like in the studio. But yeah, so I'm missing it because it's literally my way of life. I do maybe between 3 to 5 shows a week.
Wow.
And now 0. I've done 2 shows since March. So it's like completely different. And I just miss that. For me, it's like my release. And then also you get that connection with the audience.
Yeah.
You can do online stuff and you still get a connection, but it's really just, it's not the same. So I am missing that, just like the whole vibe of it, really, the whole atmosphere. Yeah, you can't get that online.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very, very trying time. I wanted to ask you, with the COVID, the situation, with things that you're saying, the struggles, the challenges around the current situation, has it knocked any of your creativity? Are you writing less? Are you writing more? How is it for you as an artist from that perspective?
So it comes in waves, really.
Okay.
So I think it just depends. I've tried to busy myself with doing like other stuff, like looking at like the behind the scenes kind of stuff. Like I said, like the business, that kind of stuff. I've been doing some writing from home.
Right.
And that comes in waves. I think that's just normal for me anyway. I'm not a person like, right, I am going to write today. I don't like to force it. Whenever I feel the vibe, that's when I feel like my best work comes out. Right. But I've definitely had more time to do that, more space to do that, where I've been traveling and like quick stop here, quick stop there, where I suppose I've got a bit more of like rest time now. Right. I feel like naturally my brain is more positively creative, I guess.
Yeah. Creative in different ways.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, you're learning the side of the business. As some people might not see it as a big thing, but it actually is a really powerful.
Oh, it's so important.
And so usually part of the business as independent artists to kind of learn more of that. So it could be a slight godsend that, you know what I mean, you've had to kind of get your head stuck in there and learn a little bit more about that side of things, which is good.
Yeah. And I've also been able to like connect with people I've never connected to before, before, and in like different countries. So like I guess the plus side of the whole online situation is I could go online live right now and somebody in Colombia is watching me, but also someone in Jamaica is watching me, but also someone in Bradford is watching me. So that's like a bit nice that people can just tune in wherever they are.
Yeah, definitely. Touching on Jamaica and all your planting, eating and t-shirts and all that good stuff. Talk to me a little bit about your project with Rory from Stone Love, like, which a lot of people will be interested in and excited about.
So the album's finished now. We've been working on it for 3 years. I've got an album coming with Rory Stone Love, and I'm just so excited to share it. Like I know it's like sometimes we're like, oh, I'm so excited, but genuinely every time I've heard a track, I get like tears in my eyes. I think we've both were literally our whole being into this project. It's literally like my baby.
Right.
So it's like Lovers Rock bass with a little sprinkle of like kind of different mixes in. That's what I say. But I definitely would say like it's some of my best work I've ever created. And it's
Really?
all original as well, so I'm excited to share that.
Is it the connection that, you know, sort of producer to artist? Have you got that kind of thing going on and the magic's happening because of that?
Yeah, we have like a really good like brother-sister relationship.
Yeah.
And I think that works well. But Rory is also very disciplined in the studio.
Right.
So there's no messing. Like
Right.
if you can't say that word correctly the first 30 times, you're going to do it another 30 times. So it's definitely taught me a lot. So even now, like when I'm recording by myself or recording in a different studio, I've taken on those things now. So I just feel like my self as an artist, I've definitely developed since I started working with him.
Brilliant. That's wicked. I mean, most people in your position, one would absolutely dream to have that opportunity. One, to have an album coming out. Two, to have it produced solely by Rory from Stone Love. It's a big look, girl. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Do
you have a release date?
We don't as yet. So we're just putting all the final bits and bobs together. So yeah, it's going to be coming soon.
Wicked. Well, we'll be looking out for that, and we'll be featuring some music from your new album when it drops as well. Have you got a new single coming out?
Yes, I'm going to be having a new single coming out in the next few weeks. We're just finalising everything to go with that. But it's pretty much ready to go. Yeah, but I won't share too much. But that's not produced by Rory. That's produced by somebody else. But I'm not going to tell you who produced it just yet. But yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm like massive on manifestation.
Right.
So I was in Jamaica. And I'm just going to say a producer, I won't mention the name. And I liked a couple of things they were working on. And I said to myself, one day I'm going to work with that person. And a week later, I had an email from them to say, hey, do you want to do a song? Wow. So, yeah, I was definitely gassed to see the email. But yeah, so it's been nice. And it's been nice that I've been able to do it in these times, like sending like clips back and forth and just making it work.
Yeah, wicked. Can't wait for your stuff to come out. Really looking forward to. Literally, I'm so looking forward to the album. It's incredible. Like, one, because you know you're an artist of. I know you're from Wales, but you know you're kind of going to be, you know, gripped into the UK by his guy. You know, kind of claiming you. Everyone's going to be getting a piece. Jamaica's going to be getting a piece. You know what I mean? So it's inspiring as well for the other artists out there who kind of, you know, might be thinking they're putting a lot of work in, they're not getting any recognition. And for me, it's very important to highlight you as an artist that's done things and that's doing things, and that can be an inspiration to other artists out there.
Thank you. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Like, especially like pre-COVID, there'd be times when I'd cry because I was so tired. Right. Because obviously, like where I live in Wales, I'd have to like drive all 9 hours sometimes to reach studio sessions, and then I'd have to make it back in Wales in time to get to a show, and make it to a different city than the one I was in to do a show, and you just have to like make it work. But true, because I love it so much, it's not really like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I just do it.
Right.
But another thing, I suppose that's another thing that Corona times has taught me, is that I can rest. It's okay to rest. So I'm definitely a workaholic because I love what I do so much. But it's taught me that I do also need to take time for myself. It's not always a good thing to just be on go all the time. But yeah, no, I've definitely missing live shows. But I would just say like perseverance is massive. Like I've never thought, right, oh, this isn't happening for me or blah, blah. I just do what I can do and go with that. That's all you can do.
Okay.
And also I've had to, like, if you have to tell yourself sometimes, come on now, move yourself, you need to get this done, then you just have to do it. But I never look at other people as in like I'll be pleased for other people, but I never think, oh, they've done this, I should have done this by now, because I feel like your journey is your journey and what is meant for you will be. So I just think, just stay true to your values, keep it pushing, and you'll be wherever you're supposed to be.
Absolutely. Great advice. Fantastic advice. Thank you. I know we're pushed for a little bit of time. I just want to ask you like literally a couple more questions and I'll let you.
That's fine.
I wanted to ask about the connection with Peckins.
Okay.
Was you signed to Peckins because, you know, they're a label in London, and I know you've released some stuff with them?
Yeah, so I wasn't signed to them, but I've been working with them for a few years now. We still do work as well. Right. And I just think the Peckins crew have literally been amazing. So we started working together maybe about four years ago.
Right.
And it's just been, again, like Rory contributed to me being able to learn so much of the industry, so much of the artistry, so much creativity, and they're just great people to be around as well. So, and I think it's really important in the industry to stay around people you trust.
Yeah.
And I literally trust those guys with my life. So yeah, it's definitely been cool to be a part of the Packins crew, and I'm still here. We still share ideas and stuff. So yeah, we still have some more stuff coming as well.
Wicked. God, we'll be looking out for that, man. Absolutely. We'll be supporting it as well. So listen out for it in the UK being played everywhere. I'll definitely be supporting it and sending it out to those as well that are wanting to support Aleghcia Scott, her journey and the amazing music that she made. If you haven't yet had a chance to check out some of her music, Aleighcia, let people know where they can grab that from.
So you can find my music everywhere. My name's a bit of a different one to spell. So Aleighcia and Scott, Scott. So all my songs are available now on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, all those places. You can download them, stream them, and I've got some videos on YouTube as well. So if you just type in my name, everything comes up.
Brilliant. One last question before you go.
Mm-hmm.
Name me 3 artists that you're inspired by.
Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, and Sanchez.
Nice. Good 3. I like it. It's a good look. Wicked. Aleighcia, I want to say thank you so much on behalf of Industry Insider for taking the time out to speak with me, Miss Tempz, this evening on the Industry Insider show.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, girl.
Big up to everyone who's still locked into the Industry Insider. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Aleghcia Scott. Don't forget, you can go to all of her social media and you can purchase her work as well. Look out for the album. It'll be dropping soon, first here on Industry Insider. Coming up, we have got the hottest top 10 songs. Get involved, people.
Number 10, Queen Amiga and Gold Up, Ready. Number 9, D.E.E. Skepta, Don. Number 8, Vibes Cartel, Petra, Turn Off the Light. Number 7,
Still do it like Teddy, bro.
it's Lowski with Teddy Buckshot 2. Number 6, Intense and Iwater. Number 5, Brad's Her Majesty. Number 4, Ray Black featuring Iverian Doll, Love Stick. Number 3, it's a big entry from Popcorn and Lowski. Number 2, Nole, Corn, and reigning in at number 1, UK bass, Super Nitro, Tick Pon. This week across social media, a lot of the black artists have been either in support of the Grammy Awards or have been expressing their opinion on the Grammy Awards for some artists not being nominated, such as The Weeknd, for all of his hard work within 2020. There's a hashtag called Snub Grammy Awards. Go check that out. See what people are saying about the Grammy Awards. A lot of people are feeling the authenticity of some of the genres around R&B, rap, have not been represented very well across the black artists that have had a lot of success in the charts in 2020.
COVID-19 has had a major impact in the industry since it came about. It took a lot of people by surprise, and RIP to those that lost their life through the COVID. My condolences. in the music industry, it's hit it most hard, probably harder than most industries, and it still is not in recovery in any way, shape or form. In fact, in the UK, our Prime Minister told us as DJs, as music entertainers, to upskill. So basically what mans are saying is like, we're going to give you some government funding. There you go. You want to be a Tyler? What is it you want to do? You want to be anything else other than a DJ or a music entertainer? They're going to support that. It was tricky for a while. Things have been in place. There's been furloughs where people have been able to access funds that's been able to help them. But as we know, for a DJ and a music entertainer, this is their bread and butter. So I just want to know your lot's thoughts on COVID. Are you somebody that's been experienced by COVID and the music entertainment business? Reach out to me, let me know. Let's have a discussion about this. You'll hear Aleighcia touch on it a little bit, how it's impacted her and her life since the COVID. Some people have made an up move. Some people, it's been a devastation to their businesses and to their life. I mean, are nightclubs ever going to be the same again? Are they going to open and be a normal nightclub? Or is it just going to be a COVID settings? Some are saying COVID settings are what was back in the day when people used to go out and enjoy music. It was a more relaxed environment. It wasn't so hype, so packed, so you get me. But a lot of people are saying that's what they love and that's what they want back. They don't want that change. But unfortunately, COVID-19 and the government restrictions that they're enforcing has had a major impact. Would you like to be on an episode of Industry Insider? Holler at you, girl, Miss Tempz. Get to know Industry Insider. It's popping. What? Lots of fun on Industry Insider today. I want to say big up to every single person that locked in with me. Yeah. I'm going to be here every week, you know. I'm going to be here every single week, continuously giving you guys entertainment, information, songs, interviews. It's on a mad one. Stay locked and make sure you subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend. Feel no way to comment. I'm here. Let's do this.